Hi Vineyard family, this is Erika. I just wanted to share how God's been working in my life and reminding me of his provision. A few weeks ago I was stressed out because I saw medical bills coming in and EOBs for some medical procedures, and I was like, oh my gosh, Lauren, all these bills are gonna drain our savings account and we're going to have no savings for any emergency. And I was really stressed out, and it was hard for me to let go, even though I kept saying, God, I'm gonna let go and put this in your hands. I just kept taking it back and worrying about it, obsessing about it. And finally I was like, you know what, I gotta just let this go and put it in God's hands and trust that God is gonna provide for me, because I can't obsess about it. I gotta carry on with my day. So I did. And then later on, you know, I had said even to God under my breath, it would be nice to get a check in the mail. And it was kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing. Well, later on, I had this realization that I have a savings account that I can't touch because it has to be there for a year until it matures. And I realized that next month it will mature and I will be able to touch it again. And I was like, oh my gosh, we have money again. Like, all the money we're about to drain, we're gonna get back plus. So just God revealing that to me was so like surprising and so great, and I thought that was enough, even just God giving me my daily bread, you know. And wouldn't you know it, I went and got the mail, and when I did, there was a check in the mail for $80 because I had overpaid a medical bill. I was like, oh gosh, thank you for amusing me and putting up with me even when I murmur things under my breath and worry about things, and you remind me that you provide for me. And thanks for sending this check in the mail just as a kicker. I just chuckled to myself, and the next day I got another check in the mail for $880. Same thing, another medical overpayment. And then I just was like, God, you are so good to me. Thank you so much. And then a week later, I got a check in the mail for $5,000 because friends of ours that we had chosen to bless years ago wanted to pay us back and pay it forward. And they wrote this note that made me cry. I read it and was so moved and was just reminded that God is for us, just like Brittany reminded us last week, and that God wants to take care of us, and he wants to be generous to us, and he wants us to be generous too, even if we question it. So that's my story of God's provision.